Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a level 2, 3, 45-minute balance ball class. So if you don't have a ball, this class is not for you because a lot of the stuff that we do, we need the ball as extra resistance or to challenge our balance. The way that this class is going to go is we kind of do an upper body movement or a plank ab-ish sort of movement, and then we do a lower body movement. I try and give options for the more advanced poses, but just know that if anything is too much, you modify however you need to, and if you need to bring in props, then please bring in props. I would rather that you use all the props in the world to help you get to the movement and do it well than just kind of flail around the place and just achieve nothing. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got comments or feedback, please let me know in the comment section below. And just as a reminder, I know I have been posting on here less, but go back and look in my library because at the start of the year, I released like 2 months worth of video accidentally on the 1st of January. So there is stuff there that you might not have seen. Go back, check it out. Another awkward intro a la Taz. We are going to get started today in a plank pose with our hands on the ball. So if you need to do anything to warm up your wrists or anything like that, please do that, and then I will meet you in a plank pose. Starting in a high plank pose, bring your hands onto the ball. You can turn your fingers out if you need to, and then step your feet back. Taking 5 nice slow deep breaths here. Try and keep the ball still. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to float your right leg up off the mat. And then inhale, set it down. Exhale, float your left leg off the mat. Inhale, set it down. Keep alternating like this. We're going to do 9 more on each side. And you're still trying to keep that ball as still as you can and not let your hips or your chest drop down towards the ball. One more each side. And then slowly come up to stand. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do an upper body move, lower body move, upper body move, lower body move. So you're going to come to stand, face the long end of your mat. You're going to bring that ball in between your knees and then sit on it. Tuck your toes behind you, kind of like you're riding a horse. You can stay right here. Otherwise, you're going to rock yourself back onto your feet and give me a squat. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the ball. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. If you want to add the arms, as you exhale, you're going to bring your forearms together in front of you, and then inhale, open wide to a cactus. Exhale, everything squeezes to the midline. Inhale, open it wide like a cactus. You're going to give me 15 more here. Last one. You're going to hold that little squeeze. You're going to give me little pulses for 20, 19, 18, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. We're going to come back into that plank pose. This time we're going to be down on our forearms. So bring your forearms down to the ball, palms face each other, and then step yourself back into that plank pose. We're going to take those same little leg lifts here. It's going to be a little bit different this time. I want you to press your forearms into the ball like you're really angry at the ball, so that your chest doesn't just collapse down towards the ball. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to float that right leg off. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, float the left leg off. Inhale, set it down. We're going for 9 more on each side. You might find this variation harder or easier. I personally find it harder. It doesn't matter, it's just different. When you set the foot down, make sure you set it down softly, like you've got balloons underneath your feet and you don't want to pop them. Set both your feet down, slowly roll yourself all the way back up to standing. We're going to come back to that same position that we were just in, where you straddle the ball. Again, you can sit on the ball, or you can rock yourself back into your squat. This time we're going to just move one knee. So keep your left leg as still as you can. You're going to think about squeezing the ball with your right knee. So like your right knee is going to touch your left, and then inhale, release it. Exhale, squeeze the right knee in. Inhale, release it. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. We've got 15 more on this side. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in the squat if you can. We're going straight to the other side. So exhale, squeeze that left knee in. Inhale, release. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, release. 18 more. Beautiful. Release that ball. You're going to come back into your plank pose, but this time we're going to have our hands on the floor. So you could have your shins or the tops of your feet on the ball. I like to tuck my toes under on the ball and step myself back into my high plank. You do you. This could be exactly where you stay. If you need more support, more of your leg is on the ball. Otherwise, if you're good, you're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, press down into the left foot, float that right leg up. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, float the left leg up. Inhale, set it down. You've got 9 more on each side. one more each side. Beautiful. From here, you're going to bring yourself down to the floor. We're going to do one more thing for the inner thighs. Well, we've got a couple more things, but one more thing like this. You're going to lie down onto your back, and you're going to bring that ball up in between your knees. You might have to hold on to it, depending how big or small your ball is. It might run away from you. So, hands behind your head. Take a nice deep inhale. Keep your elbows wide. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze your knees together on that ball. You're going to give me a little curl. So I'm not yanking my neck up. I'm thinking about rolling my ribcage towards my pelvis as I squeeze my knees together. And then inhale to release. Exhale, curl and squeeze. Inhale to release. We've got 18 more. We're going to hold this last one at the top. My inner thighs are killing me. We're going to pulse that ball between the knees for 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Ouch. Let it go. We're going to come all the way back up to standing. Not pretty. Actually, no, I lied to you. We're not going to come to standing. You're going to come to kneeling. My apologies. You're going to bring that ball off to one side. So I'm going to bring it to my right side to start. We're going to come into a side plank. You can have your ball, or you can have your top hand on the ball. We're all going to bring our right forearm down to the ball. Left leg is going to stick long. You could stay right here, keeping the right knee down and just working on transferring weight into that right forearm. This is going to light up your oblique. If you're with me, use your left hand to stabilize that ball while you step your right leg long, stagger it. If you're really advanced, you could stack it. You could stay here. Otherwise, that left arm is going to reach up to the sky. You could stay here. Otherwise, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to thread that left arm underneath the right rib cage. And then inhale, woo, open it back up to the top. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open it up. Keep pushing the ball away with that right forearm. Try not to sink into your shoulder. We've got, well, this will be number 3. So after this, we've got 7 more. We're going for 10. One more. Inhale, breathe all the way up, and then exhale slowly with control. Come down. Yo, how hard is that? Okay, before we go to the other side, we're going to do something in between. So we're going to bring both of our forearms back down to the ball. Our right leg is going to be floating this time if you can. So you're going to bring yourself back into that forearm plank. You could stay here with both feet down. Otherwise, challenge yourself and float that right leg up off the mat. As you inhale, you're going to shift the ball forward like you're trying to poke the front of the room with your fingertips. And then exhale, draw those elbows back under the shoulders. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale it back. We've got 8 more. And then slowly set those knees down. We're going to come to the other side. So you'll have your left forearm underneath your shoulder on the ball. The right leg kicks long. Again, you can stay here and shift weight into that left elbow. Otherwise, right hand comes to the ball. Step your left leg long. Stagger to give yourself more stability. Stack if you're crazy, I guess. You can stay here, otherwise, this side's gonna be hard. Next step, right arm to the sky. Stay here, or nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna throw that right arm underneath the rib cage. Inhale, open it back up. You've got 9 more. Squeeze your inner thighs together to help to stabilize you. Last one. Inhale, reach it up to the sky. Exhale, slowly bring yourself down. We do the other side with that little saw movement. Both forearms to the ball. Step yourself back into your plank. Float that left leg off if you're coming with me. Inhale, arms move forward. Exhale, pull them under. 9 more. And then drop those knees down. We're going to come all the way back onto our backs. You're going to bring that ball in between your ankles. We're coming back into the inner thighs. I know I kind of said that we were done with the inner thighs, but I definitely lied. We're totally not. Ball is in between your ankles. Legs can come straight up to the sky. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you're going to send them out on a diagonal. We're going to do that crunch and the squeeze again. So take an inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, curl your chest up as you squeeze the ball in between your ankles. And then inhale, bring it down. Exhale, curl as you squeeze. Inhale, let everything release. We're going for 18 more. Last one. Let it down, no pulses on that one. Okay, you're going to roll yourself back up into a kneeling position. So we're going to do a side plank move again, but we're just going to change the orientation of the ball. So you could have a bench with your forearm on it, or a chair or something stable if you wanted to. Otherwise, your right palm is going to come to the floor. Your left foot is going to come up onto the ball. So the inner ankle is on the ball. Again, you could just stay here with your left hand supported on the floor, a chair in front of you, getting your balance. So just working on pressing into that left foot and imagining that you could hover the right foot. If you're coming with me, you're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to see if you can float that right leg up. So you can tap the right knee to the left knee, and then inhale, slow, set it down. Exhale, press into that left foot and right hand, float the right knee off the floor. Inhale, set it down. This is really, really hard. We're going to do 8 more of them. You could also start by doing this on a chair. So you could have your foot on a chair if the ball is too unstable. The last one. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come into a plank move. So we're going to do something similar to what we did on the forearms. We're just going to change the orientation of the ball. We're going to have both feet on the ball for this first round, and then we'll give it a crack, a single leg, next time we come around. So my shins are on the ball. Palms underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, keep your arms straight, press the floor away from you, and send yourself towards the back of the mat. So the ball will roll up towards your thighs. And then exhale, keep your arms straight, press into your palms, pull yourself back to the start position. Inhale, send yourself back. Exhale, pull yourself forward. We're just going to do 3 more because we're going to change it a bit. Okay, start stays the same. So inhale, press yourself away with straight arms. As you exhale, you're going to bend your elbows. It's like you're coming into almost like you're going to come into dolphin, but don't pike your hips. Pull yourself forward and then straighten your arms. Inhale, send yourself back with straight elbows. As you exhale, bend your elbows, pull yourself forward, and then straighten your arms once your face is in between your hands. We do 3 more like this. And you might just have to keep readjusting that ball under your legs. Okay, now we're going to reverse it. So bend your elbows like you're coming into chaturanga. Press the floor away from you, straighten them, and then exhale, pull back to the start with straight arms. Inhale, bend the elbows, press yourself away, and then exhale, pull back, straight arms. 3 more. And then step yourself off the ball. We're going to come to the other side with that side plank. Fun times. So this time your left palm is going to be down, or you're going to bring your forearm to a chair. Right foot is going to be on a chair or a ball. Right hand is either going to be on the floor to support you, or on your hip, or up to the sky. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press into the right foot, left hand. See if you can float that left knee to tap the right. And then inhale it down. Exhale, float it up. Inhale, tap it down. You've got 8 more here. I'm noticing how dirty my floor is because my dog walked through with paw prints earlier. I'm trying not to let it bother me, but it clearly is. Got 5 more. Look, this side's hard. Beautiful, and then set it down. Okay, next. We're going to try that lat pull series with one leg. So, full disclosure, I do not think that I can do the bent arm bit with one leg. But we'll start with the straight arm thing and then see how we go. So, pick your favorite leg to keep on the ball and then you can float the other one off. The more of your leg is on the ball, the easier this is going to be. So, I'm going to float my right leg off. My arms are staying straight. As you inhale, send that ball back towards the back of the mat. And then exhale, bring it in. Inhale, send the ball back. I can't keep my right leg off the ball at the back. And then exhale, bring it forward. Maybe I'm going to cross my leg. I'm going to cross my right leg over my left. Inhale, send it back. And then exhale, pull it forward. 2 more. I won't lie, I envisaged that going better in my mind, but maybe if you're more flexible than me, you can get your leg further in the air. We're going to take the other side. Float your left leg off, inhale, send the ball away. Oh, this sounds a bit better. Exhale, pull it in. You got 4 more. And then bring it all the way up to standing. If you wanted to try the bent arm series with one leg as well, feel free to pause and go for it. Otherwise, you're going to step to the top of your mat. Excuse me. We're going to come into our lunges. So, top of the right foot is going to come to the ball. Hips face the front of the mat. As you inhale, let yourself hinge forward, but send your weight back. So my hips are dropping. Imagine that you have a wall in front of your left knee. So I don't want it to come way forward of your ankle because we want to load, into the glutes, not so much the quad. And then as you exhale, you're going to press it forward. So what I'm not doing is just bending from my torso. I want you to get your hips low as if you were going to sit them to the floor or to your heel behind you. So as you inhale, bend into that left knee. My right knee is also bending. My hips are dropping down. And then as you exhale, drive into the front leg to stand. So your back leg is really just going along for the ride and facilitating the movement. The left leg is the one that is doing all the work. This is 3. We're going to go for 15. Shaking my head at my dog. There's an infatuation with an iguana that lives in my garden. Cacahuate, déjalo en paz. Got 5 more. send it back into that lunge, plant your hands, and then bring both feet to the ball. So you're gonna have the tops of your feet to the ball. We're gonna do tucks, so nice and slow. I want you to keep your upper body still. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna curl and round your spine. Bring your knees towards your nose, but your shoulders stay over your wrists. And then inhale, you're gonna uncurl yourself. Send it back. We're doing these slow. As you exhale, tuck and round, tuck and round, tuck and round. And then inhale, come back out. You're gonna do, we're going for 15. So 15 minus 2, whatever that is, 13. One more. Beautiful. Send it back, and you're going to step your other foot towards the front of the mat. So now my right foot is in front. If you were doing opposite to me, then you'll obviously just do the opposite. So hips square to the front of the mat, square-ish to the front of the mat. Right foot grounds, so the left foot to the ball. As you inhale, remember, you're bending through your right knee deeply and sending your hips back and down. So you've got a wall in front of your right shin, and then exhale, press to stand. This side is always so much harder for me. As you inhale, take a bend, and then exhale, press to stand. So I would much rather that you use a prop like a chair or a stick and really allowed yourself to get down into your hips and bend into your knee, then just wobbled all over the place or did a really shallow movement. You're not going to get anything out of that. It's not cheating, it's supporting you to get more efficacy out of the movement. There you go. Big word drop for the day. We got 10 more. Chair on this side. Beautiful. Okay, you're going to send it back into that lunge. We're coming back into our plank. Once again, both of your feet are going to be on the ball, or kind of your shins are going to be on the ball. We're going to come into our pikes. So if pikes are too much, you stick with the tucks that we just did. Wrists stay underneath the shoulders. As you exhale, keep your legs straight. Draw your hips up towards the sky like someone's pulling you up by your hip creases. And then inhale, send it long. Once again, we're going slow and we're going for 15. So we've got 14 more. 5 more. Last one. And then slow bring it down. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come onto our backs again. We're going to do some hamstring work. Boo. We're going to do bridges. These have got to be, I swear to God, these have got to be like my least favorite exercise ever. Maybe not ever, but it doesn't seem to matter how many times I do them. The ball, TRX, whatever, they just never get easier for me. Okay, hands can be down by your side. You can float them up for an extra challenge if you want to. We're going to start with our heels on the ball and the rest of our foot off the ball. So take an inhale. As you exhale, keep your spine pretty much neutral. You're going to press into the ball, lift your hips up, and then inhale, slow, let it down, don't rest at the bottom, just tap, and then exhale, bring it all the way up. We're going for 20, so you've got 18 more, and know that I hate me just as much as you hate me right now. We're going to change it slightly. You're just going to bring your whole foot to the ball and then keep on going. You've got 10 more. So now my whole foot stays planted to the ball the whole time, and now I'm getting cramps in my calves. Keep pulling the ball in towards you. Try not to let it run away. Last one. Oi. And then set it down. Oh, okay. We're going to roll onto our side. We are going to come into an upper body move, but first of all, we're going to roll onto our side, and you're going to bring that ball in between your ankles. Now we're chilling on the beach. So prop your head in your hand, or you can lie it all the way down on the floor. You can have your top hand down for support. You can bring your feet forward a little bit so that they're kind of more towards the corner of the mat if you want to. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to think about that left ankle. My left ankle is on top. Squeezing down towards the right. We're back into inner thighs. And then inhale, release. If you want this harder, left hand comes behind the head. As you exhale, squeeze the ball. Inhale, release. We're going for 8 more. Think about lifting your bottom waist a little bit away from the floor. Last one, hold it down. Give me little pulses for 10, 9, 8. Beautiful. All right, you're going to roll that ball up towards you. Don't worry, we are going to do the other side of those. But first, we're going to do some push-ups. You are welcome. So you could stay down here, on your knees, and you would shift yourself forward into a baby plank. Hands are nice and wide. I like to point my fingers out. If you're with me, you're going to step yourself up into that high plank position. Feet are back behind you. Everybody, as you inhale, bring your hips with you as you tap your chest, not your face, your chest to the ball, and then exhale, press away. So what I don't want to see is your hips doing this, or your hips staying behind and you're just kind of tapping your nose. Your body is strapped to a surfboard. The whole thing comes with you as you inhale it down and then exhale, press it away. We're going to go for 10 more, so 12 in total. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come back down. We do hamstrings, and then we're going to do the other side of that inner thigh thing. And then let me check what time it is. Oh, I know we're nearly done because I have a Spanish lesson soon. Okie dokie. So you're going to come back onto your back for me. Set yourself up in that bridge pose. This time the ball is going to move. So you're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bring yourself up into a bridge. Inhale, send the ball away from you. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, tap the hips. Exhale, lift. Inhale, long. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. You've got 13 more. Be our last one. You're going to hold it up there, send it out, bring it in. Send it out, bring it in. You've just got 8, 7, 6, keep those hips high, 5, telling myself, 4, 3, 2, last one. Oof, bring it down. Beautiful. All right, we are going to finish up with another push-up variation. So you could definitely stick with what we just did. Otherwise, you are going to bring your feet to the ball. The more of your foot is on the ball, the easier this is going. The more of your foot, the more of your legs are on the ball, the easier this is going to be. So a little bit harder will be toes or feet on the ball. If you want more support, bring more of your leg on the ball. We're going to do a wide push-up. So hands wide as the mat. I like to turn my fingers in. You do whatever feels best for you. Same thing, we're not just dropping the face down and you're not just letting the hips drop. You're going to bring yourself down on an angle. So like your chest is going to tap in between your thumbs and then exhale, press the floor away. We're going to aim for 10. step it off the ball. Like that. Nailed it. Okay. We're just going to do a really quick little stretch. So come to kneeling at the back of your mat. Bring that ball out in front of you. This is going to be like a puppy pose. So keep your hips over your knees. Send your fingertips long onto the ball. And then just walk that ball out in front of you. Let your chest fall down between your shoulders. You can just let your head relax. And think about sending your hips back and just letting your chest fall. If this doesn't feel good for your shoulders, bring the ball closer to you or come down onto the floor into a child's pose. From here, you're just going to press into the ball, start to roll yourself up your spine. And then you're just going to step that left foot forward. So we're just coming into a lunge. You can get rid of the ball if you want to, otherwise you can just use it to lean on. You could also take your hands to the ball and use it to once again just kind of fold yourself forward. And then rolling yourself back up to center, we're going to take it to the other side. Roll yourself back up through center. We're going to finish seated on the ball. You could go one leg at a time or both legs at the same time. We're going to come into a hamstring stretch. So you could either keep one leg bent, straighten one leg and just kind of fold forward over that front leg. Otherwise, if you feel stable on the ball, scoot yourself towards the front. You're going to straighten both legs, pull your toes up towards your face and then just let yourself fall over your legs. Take one more breath here and then slowly roll it all the way up. If you have time and you want to take some more stretches and cool down, please feel free to do that. Otherwise, well done today. Thank you so much for practicing with me as always, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Until I see you next time.